Hey there everybody, TzeroX here. This will be a tutorial video for StrikeVector, but I won't go through the basics since those should be clear for everyone, but instead we will work towards the more advanced moves and playstyles. This will not only help you to improve your skill in StrikeVector, but also for the next upcoming game StrikeVectorEX. So all the tips and tricks I will provide you will also work quite well and quite similar for the console versions. I will try to go through the hover mode movements, maybe some aiming and shooting, some dodge pattern that you can use or train, like mixing up hover mode and vector mode and all that kind of stuff, and of course a few tips and tricks how to improve your survival. So the first thing you want to do is actually go to solo game and training, so you can get comfortable with working with the hover mode. So let's just take Airshot City. Okay, so let's just do this. To get used to the hover mode, you have to do some settings. So let's say you have a mouse with two thumb buttons, those are the mouse button 4 and 5. If you have such a mouse, you want to put move up and move down on those two buttons. So you can aim, shoot and move up and down with your thumb all at the same time. If you don't have those thumb buttons, it will get a bit more complicated, because then you have to use your mouse wheel. And to make it more easier, I will suggest to put the left and right gun on your left mouse button, so you have a finger left for the mouse wheel to move up and down. The only downside is that both weapons will always fire simultaneously, and you can't, let's show it, shoot left first and then right to have a higher fire rate when following an enemy. So when you have done that and you're in hover mode, I want you to fixate one point. Let's take this repair kit. So you can move up, down, left, right, forward and backwards. The thing about moving up and down is it goes faster than left or forward, so if I move this way, I'm a lot faster than moving straight forward. And you can use that to your advantage. So let's say this repair kit is your enemy, and I want you to fixate it while circling it. So you always want to have this repair kit in your aim. So when I move up, you have to aim down. So let's just do it like this, and you see I'm rotating around the enemy and I still have him in line of sight, and I can shoot him while I do that. So you maybe notice that as soon my vector is upside down, it will auto roll and continue to move the other side because I'm still moving up. Since you can turn off the auto roll, even though it's in the options, but it doesn't work, it's bugged. So let's say your vector moves upside down and it's going to auto roll. So since you want to circle your enemy, you have to move down now, and it auto rolls again, and then I move up. So like that you can circle your enemy by adjusting your up and down movement. As soon as it auto rolls, you switch, and like that I can circle the enemy without losing sight. So the next thing you want to do is, I'll show that in third person, it's easier to see, is move forward, backwards, left and right while circling your enemy. So you see now I'm adjusting my movement. I can get closer, I can go far away, and I still have him in line of sight. Of course, the more distance you have to your enemy, the longer it takes to circle him. So if you really want to mess him up, this is a comfortable distance. You can circle him fast enough, so he has his trouble aiming at you. And you're close enough to actually hit him, even if he tries to dodge all your shots. Because you don't have such a big travel time with your aim. So after you get comfortable with your movement, you can actually imagine that this enemy, or let's say this repair kit, actually shoots back. So you're circling him and he's shooting you, and you want to dodge that even more effectively. You can just keep on circling him and do a double tap left or right. And keep in mind that you can't dodge 2 times to the same direction, because you have a cooldown, which you can see. I'll just show it. So I do double tap, want to do it again instantly, and you have that cooldown. But when you do it left and right, there's no cooldown. You can do this non-stop. And quite fast actually. So when you circle your enemy, you want to do this. Dodge left, right, move backwards, forward, while doing this. And after you feel more comfortable with it, you can actually start and try to shoot this repair kit, or any point you are fixating. Like you can use this pole and actually see if you can hit it. I'll go back to first person, it's more comfortable for me. So I'm using all the buttons I have, WASD, WASD, and up down, dodging left, right, and aiming at my enemy, and I always have him in line of sight. Let's try this on the drone, since it's moving. So I can, okay, it's down. Okay, so this is like the first part you want to get used to with your hover mode experience. Just try, you can also try other maps and search a point you want to fixate and just circle it around all the time. Dodge left, right, forward, backwards. Normal right and left, of course, to mix it up a bit and make it unpredictable as possible. Because as soon as your enemy sees how you dodge, you can just predict his shots, and it's always 50-50 in that case. Okay, so I hope you like this, and if you have any questions, you can ask me in the StrikeVector Meetup Discord group. I would appreciate it if you would join it. We host meetups every weekend. Okay, thanks for watching this video. I hope it helped. And next time I will try to explain a bit more about aiming, shooting, the weapons, and different dodge patterns. See ya!